Okay, good morning class. So we are busy with equations and inequalities, chapter 4. Your homework was exercise 4.2 on page 74. Did I give you the whole exercise or the first column? First column, okay? Right, any problems with number 1? ACE, any problems there? Number 1, ACE, any issues here, people? Girlfriend, you do your homework. Why you look like you didn't do your homework? A whole exercise. Oh, is that why you're looking? Sorry, man. So, any problems with number 1? Any sums in number 1 that's an issue? Right, number 2. Any problems with number 2? No problems. You guys sure? Yes. C and G. Number 2, C and G. Anything else other than 2C and G? Sorry? What? If. Okay. Anything else? Okay. So let's look at C. What's my LCM here? LCM. So it will be 10 Z. What's my restriction? For which values can Z never be equal to? Z can never be equal to 0. Why? Otherwise this will be undefined. That's all. So this I will multiply by 10. So 1 times 10. That must be multiplied by 10 Z. So it's 2 times 10 Z equals. That must be multiplied by 5. So it's 5 times 5. That must be multiplied by 2Z. So it's 1 times 2Z. I know many of you are going to go straight without the brackets, correct? But you always see me write the brackets. Later on you will understand why. Okay. So it's going to give me 10 minus 20Z equals 25 minus 2Z. What do I do now? Variables one side, numbers outside. So we're going to take this on that side. So it's going to be negative 20Z plus 2Z is equal to 25 minus 10, which is 15. So it's going to give me negative 18Z. So I divide both sides by negative 18 to get Z on its own. So Z is equal to positive divided by negative is negative. 3 goes into 15. 5 times 3 going to here 6 times. So it's 5 over 6. So what is your issue here? So you wrote a 2 here. times by 2. Okay? That's your mistake. Anybody else? Look at the next one. Number F. Number 2F. What's my LCM here? X. What's my restriction? X can never be equal to 0. Because normally whatever the LCM is, you set it equal to 0 and you solve for it. Same. So this here must be multiplied by what? X. So it's 5 into X. This must be multiplied by what? 1. This must be multiplied by 1. And 1 times 2 is 2 into X plus 1. Okay. So let's get rid of the brackets. We multiply out. So 5 times X. 5x plus 1 times 8 is 8 equals 2x plus 8. Not so. So what do I do now? X is one side, number is the other side. So it will be 5x minus 2x equals 8 minus 8. So that's 0 and 3x. Divided by 3, x is 0. But what do we notice? X can't be equal. So therefore, no solution. Okay? Any issues here? No? Who asked for this question? Sorry? Where did you go wrong? Tell us. You wrote? Where? Oh, you wrote the sum down wrong. Okay. That should be your first issue. When you see you're getting most of the sums right, and here you get this one wrong. Check if you wrote the sum down wrong. Okay. But what's the LCM in the next one? Sorry? 15q. What's my restriction? Q can never be equal to? Okay. So what must 5q be multiplied by? 3. So it's 3 times 3. What must that be multiplied by? 5. And 5 times 2 is 10. That's over 1. So 1 must be multiplied by 15q. And this here must be multiplied by 15. That's all. So what do I do now? Rid of the brackets. So 3 times 3 is 9 plus 10 times q is 10q plus 10 times 3 is 30 equals 15q times 1 is 15q plus 15 times 2 is 50. Now what do we do? Variables one side, numbers other side. So it's 10q minus 15q is equal to 30 minus 9 minus 30. That gives you negative 9. 10q minus 5q is negative. 10q minus 15q is 5q. Okay? Now what do we do? Divide both sides by? That of course cancels. So q is equal to? Now who asked for this question? Me? Yeah, where did you go wrong? Sorry? You wrote the sum also down wrong. Did I do the same one twice? You told me from the previous sum you wrote the sum down wrong. So who asked this sum? Yes. So you wrote 2x plus 8 plus 4. Yeah, you said 4x. 2x. You didn't write the 8 here. So what happened to this 4? Check in your book, did you write the 4 there? So you only wrote 2x over x. Okay, I think you must become a maths teacher. Huh? Why? So maths teachers make up their own sums. Not so? Yeah. You'll be good at it. No, you need some maths teachers. Right, anyone else? Any other mistakes? No. You're right. Equations with more than one term in the denominator. Next heading. And this is on page 75. Write down the sum. Kilo 1, ne? Example 1. Okay. So what's the first thing we need to do here? First things first. LCM. Okay. So what I want you guys to do is to write down the following bullet points. The first thing is we're going to factorize the denominator if possible, or if needed. Factorize the denominator if needed. Okay? Factorize the denominator if needed. Secondly, find an LCM. Thirdly, determine your restrictions. Determine your restrictions. Thereafter, we multiply each fraction by the LCM. Multiply each fraction by the LCM. And the last one is to solve the equation thereof. Right, so what's the first thing we need to do? But the denominator is already factorized, not so? Okay, so what do we do now? So what is the LCM here? LCM. 2 into x plus 2 is x minus 4. That accounts for this here. Not so. Looking at the second fraction, I see there's a 2 and x minus 4 is accounted. So the LCM is 2 into x plus 2, x minus 4. You all okay with that? What's the restriction? What's my restriction here? For this one here, x can't be? X plus 2 can't be 0, no? Otherwise the sum will be undefined. So for this, the bracket here, x can never be equal to negative 2. X can be 0. Because if I put 0 in this fraction here, it's going to be 2 times 0 minus 5 over 0 plus 2 and 0 minus 4. That's going to give you minus 5. 2 times negative 4, which is negative 5 over negative 8. Can you see that? There's no 0 in the denominator there. If I put 0 in the second fraction, it's 1 over 2 into 0 minus 4, which is 1 into negative 8. Can you see that? So x can be 0. The product or the denominator can't be 0. So if you look at this here, what's the value for x here that will give you an answer of 0? Something minus 4 is 0. 4. So x can't be equal to 4. Because if I put 4 in here, that's 1 over 2 times 0, which is 1 over 0. That is undefined. Can you see that, people? So that accounts for that as well. But if you look here, x plus 2 is 2 plus what is 0? 2 plus what is 0? Negative 2. And that's where I get that negative 2. You guys understand for now? So my LCM is 2 into x plus 2. My into x minus 4. My restriction is x can never be equal to minus 2 and x can never be equal to 4. What's the next step I told you to do? Multiply each fraction by the LCM. So if you look at the LCM here, which is 2 into x plus 2, x minus 4 over 1, as you multiply by this fraction, which is 2x minus 5 over x plus 2, x minus 4. Again, the LCM, which is 2 into x plus 2 into x minus 4 over 1, as you multiply it by 1 over 2 into x minus 4. Okay? Are you all okay with that? So write that out. Sorry? Repeat. So what we do is we're going to multiply each fraction by the LCM. What is the LCM? What's this here? This is your LCM. That was your LCM. Now so, we multiply each fraction by the LCM. Normally we don't write it out like this, but I'm just showing you in the next example I won't do it, because I see you guys are getting confused. Okay? So what do we do now? We cancel. So x minus 1, x plus 2 cancels x plus 2. X minus 4 cancels x minus 4. So what are we left with? 2 into 2x minus 4. Now you do the same to that one on that side. Cancel this here, that 2 cancels the 2. X minus 4 cancels x minus 4. So what are we left with? X plus 2, or 1 into x plus 2. So what is it now? A linear equation. Get rid of the brackets and you solve it. And I'll do it the other way as well, so that you can set your hearts at ease. You guys like the test? Okay, so what do we get? 4x minus 10 equals x plus 2. Not so? Okay. So now it gives us 4x minus x is equal to 2 plus 10. 3x is equal to 12. So x equal to? Can x be equal to 4? No. So what do I write? Therefore, you see how x can't be 4. Therefore, no solution. So what does no solution mean? You can choose any value for x. That equation will never ever balance. Do you understand? Okay, as promised, I'm going to do the other way as well. You have to go. The other method, same, LCM and all that. The question we normally ask ourselves is, what must this denominator multiplied by to get the LCM? 2. So it's 2 into 2x minus 5. What must this denominator be multiplied by to get the LCM? X plus 2. To solve it, so you give 4x minus 10. X plus 2, so 3x is equal to 12, x equal to, same thing. But remember, x can't be 4, so no solution. No solution. Okay? You guys understand? Any confusion? And I think we're going to apply this method, is it okay? Instead of multiplying the LCM there, we're just going to do it in our head. Okay, is that okay, people? Okay, we'll do another one. Spice up your life a bit. Right, many things happening here in example 2 on page 75. Solve for x. You got 3x minus 2 over x squared minus x minus 6 equal to x over 2 plus x plus 3 over 3 minus x. So what are we going to do first here? Factorize the denominator. Okay, so you're going to factorize the story here. Because I can swap around. Will it make a sign change? No. Does I need to swap around? Will it make a sign change? Yes. Why? So it's a negative between it. That negative times that positive will be a negative. So do that quickly. Find the LCM and the restriction for me quickly. Finish? No, not yet? Okay. Okay. So what do we get? This will be 3x minus 2 over trinomial x and x, 3 and 2 minus plus equals x over x plus 2 minus x over x minus 3. What's my LCM? X minus 3, x plus 2. What's my restriction? X can never be equal to negative 2, or x can never be equal to. Okay. So the question is, what must this fraction be multiplied by to get the LCM? 1. Not so. So it's going to be 1 into 3x minus 2. What must this fraction be multiplied by? X minus 3. So it's x into x minus 3. Minus. X minus 3 times what is x minus 3? X plus 2. X plus 2. Okay. So what do I do now? Sorry? Why do you sound so sad? So what do we get? 3x minus 2 equals x squared minus 3x minus x squared minus 2x. So what do we do now? Simplify. That cancels. So x is one side, number is the other side. So it's going to be 3x plus 3x plus 2x. Not so. So there is nothing on the side, so I just bring that 2 over, it becomes positive. What's 3x plus 3x plus 2x? 8x. Equals 2. Divided by 8 both sides. Therefore, x is equal to, 2 goes into 2 once. 8 4 times, the answer is a quarter. Is there any confusion, people? Is anybody that's confused? You understand, eh? Here's the next one. Mzikelu 3. I think it's page 76. So what's the first thing I need to do here? Can I go straight in the LCM here? No. What needs to be done first? Swap the sign. So do your thing. Swap here the denominator. Find the LCM restriction and you solve the equation. Okay, I'm going to pause the video at this point. Alright, so what do we have? We swap it around. So it's 4 over x minus 1 minus 3 over x minus 1 equals 2x over x minus 1. What's my LCM here? X minus 1. What's my restriction? X can never be equal to 1. Okay. So what must this be multiplied here by? 1. So it's 4 into 1. This here? 1. So it's 3 into 1. This here? 1. So it's 2x into 1. Oh, is that why you guys finish so quick? So that's going to give us 4 minus 3 equals 2x. What's 4 minus 3? Equals 2x. Divide by 2 both sides. So any issues there? Okay. So what I want you guys to do, if you have any problems, you come to me now. Otherwise, you do for me exercise 4.3. You do for me every alternate sum. Okay. You guys know what every alternate sum is? Starting with A. Right. Solve the equation. At this point again, I'm going to pause the video. Right, as indicated, you guys are done with the first two. Whoops, wrong page. It's approximately there. Okay, let's look at the first one. I think I need another page. Exercise 4.3, page 76. What's my LCM here? X into? It's x into x plus x minus 2. Not so. What's my restriction? X can never be equal to 0, or x can never be equal to 2. Okay. So, what must this first denominator be multiplied by? X minus 2, not so. So it's 2 into x minus 2. What must this denominator be multiplied by to get the LCM? X. So multiply it also by x, so it's x into 3. What do we do from here? Multiply, simplify. Solve the equation. 2 times x is? 2 times negative 2 is negative 4 equals 3x. So what do I do now? X is one side, numbers the other side. So you got 2x minus 3x is equal to 4. What is 2x minus 3x? Negative x. Divided by negative 1. So x equal to? Any confusion there? Where did you go wrong, Leanne?
So I didn't by the 3 I didn't put the x. That's x into 3 I didn't put x.
So you just got 3 then?
Yes, sir.
Okay, anybody else want to share where they went wrong? Then I ask you to do C. Right, see, what's my LCM here? What's your LCM? M into M minus 1, M plus 2. What's my restriction? M can never be equal to? What can't M be here? 1. What can't M be there? 0. What can M not be equal to then? You all okay with that? Right. So, what must M minus 1 be multiplied by to get the LCM? M into M plus 2. So it's 1 M, which is M, into M plus 2. What must this be multiplied by? M minus 1, M plus 2, not so? So it's 3 into M minus 1, M plus 2. What must this be multiplied by? M plus 2. So it's 2M into M minus 1. Okay. Now what? Multiply, get rid of the brackets. Okay. So you're going to multiply that. This must be an M here, no? So M times M? M squared. M times positive 2? 2M equals. I'm going to multiply that bracket out first. So it's going to be m squared. What's m times 2? 2m. Minus m is positive m. Minus 2. Negative 2 times m is negative 2m squared. Negative 2 times positive 1 is positive 2. You all okay with that? I'm going to get rid of the brackets. So it's m squared plus 2m equals 3m squared plus 3m minus 6 minus 2m squared plus 2m. Put all the m's on one side and the numbers on the other side. So it's going to be m squared plus 2m minus 3m squared. I'm bringing that over. Minus 3m plus 2m squared minus 2m equals 60 staying here, so I write that down first, negative 6. Okay, that's how many. Sorry? 3m squared. Okay. So m squared minus 3m squared, thank you, is 2m squared in the negative plus 2m squared is 0. So 2m minus 2m is 0, so I'm left with negative 3m is equal to negative 6. So how do I get m on its own? I'm going to divide both sides by negative 3. So m is equal to? Can, according to the restriction here, can m be 2? Yes, it doesn't affect that. That's your answer. Who got this one right? A few of you, no? The rest of you, please go check where you went wrong. For homework is the reminders of the sums that I gave you, that we started off with. So it's every second sum. Down to the whole exercise, there might be some more issues, okay? So for homework is there going to be, we did A and C. If you had both wrong, please redo it, watch the video. Otherwise, E, G, I, and K is homework for tomorrow. People, enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning, class.